Ragaball Tim here again, and we're continuing the analysis for David Topley. We're going to look at his forehand now. Taka is serving, David is returning. Wallpaper serve. David takes it up. Taka goes to the ceiling, gives David a setup, and he puts a nice down-the-line pass there. Let's analyze this one. As Taka hits this serve, David, I want you to look at your racket. For some reason it's up on the forehand side. I spoke to you briefly about this during the lesson, and I want you to hold your racket in the backhand grip in a neutral position. Most serves go to your backhand, therefore you should hold your racket in the backhand grip. And neutral position just means that you're holding the racket directly in front of your body because you're not sure which side your opponent's going to serve on. By having your racket on the left side, you're vulnerable to serves on the right side. So the first thing Taka does, hits a wallpaper serve to the right, and your racket immediately comes over. What I want to see right here is racket up. I've said this before a few thousand times, I think. Racket should be up, right there. Everyone I give lessons to here's the same thing, racket up. Alright, so if your racket was up, this would have been a more effective shot. The last second you bring it up, and you try to hit a ceiling ball, the ball hits the side wall, gives Taka a setup in the middle of the court. He just decides to play it safe here and go ceiling. He does give you a setup off the back, so let's take a look here. Number one, you square up to the side wall. Excellent. Roll it back just a little bit here. So you recognize the shot, you square up to the side wall, but you forgot to put your racket up. Okay, that's number one. Every single time I square up to the side wall, my racket comes up. Every single time. Ball comes off the back. The last second here, you got your racket up right there. That's where it should have been earlier. Ball comes off the back, your right leg. Okay, see your right leg right there? Stepping toward the left wall. I want that right leg in front of your left leg, David. If you watch your serve video, it's the same issue. Right leg should land in front of the left leg. That's ideal. I mean, sometimes it's going to happen if a guy hits a hard shot and you're leaning to the left, you're leaning to the right, and you have to do a crossover. But on a setup, there's really no excuse. You should definitely have your right leg in front of your left leg there. So the right shot, Taka is behind you and to the right. So down the line is clearly the right shot here. I love that. You made the right choice. You went down the line. In terms of execution, anytime you have a shot coming off the back wall and you have tons of time, there's no reason to hit the shot this high. This is way too high. You should let this ball drop down below your knees, and then you'll hit a nice flat shot. This ball actually bounced twice right there at the dotted line. On a setup like this, you should be able to kill that ball pretty easily. So I recommend, if you're going to practice this, throw some balls into the back wall, get your racket up, and let it drop as low as you can before you hit that down the line shot.